everyone, today I'm gonna share with you how to make a fanny pack or belt bag. And this is super easy, but you need to make a template. If you want to make it easy, you can use the Potlick to trace the circle any size you want. I am gonna make a 12-inch circle, so fold it in half and then fold again. Many people follow me for a long time know how to make the circle that I show many times, but it's not too hard to do. We need to make a template for this, everyone. So there's a big fold and then the opening it around here. I'm gonna go around and mark 6 inches. Here I have the 12-inch circle. Fold it back like this. I need to have this for the people that ask me if they want to save it for the future use, if they want to make more. So trace this on the paper. You still need to have the newspaper circle here to make the pocket. So make sure you trace this. I'm gonna mark the center right here and mark the center right there. And see the top when I mark a little dots, I'm gonna connect this. Just like so, and then I'm going to fold this in half. And then from the side here, I'm gonna go up. I go up 1 inch and a quarter. 1 inch and a quarter here. Mark the side, and then I go connect this. All right, and then I'm gonna go down 1/2 inch. I'm gonna do both, so and then from the inside coming out 4 inches, everyone, right here. And then from the 4 inches here, you're gonna go up to this pointy right here. All right, so now I'm gonna cut this out. So after this, you're gonna fold it back. I just want to show you so you know. So right here to the end, about 2.5 inch.
Slightly draw on this curve, just tiny. Just like that. So you don't want to cut.
Alright, so let me write it down so you know. Now it looks like this. So you're gonna cut 4 interfacing. You can use heavyweight interfacing. If you don't have heavyweight interfacing, you can use 2 midway interfacing for 1. And 2 main fabric. 2 lining. 2 lining fabric. You cut in the interfacing first, iron the back side of the main fabric and the lining fabric, and then cut exactly the same length. This is the template. You're going to go down half an inch, half an inch, you're going to cut 2 interfacing, and 4 of this for the lining, for the inside pockets. So I have cut 2 interfacing right here. Alright, so just like this, and then you're going to cut the another one just like this, like how I cut. And then you go on to play right side to the right side. You go on to pin them together. You need to make 2 of this, 1 on each side. My goodness. Alright, so right on the top where the 1/4 inch we left, sew that straight line. Do that for another one of this. So after I sew a 1/4 inch, you go into the right side. I already did this. Press and iron just to save time because you don't need to stare at me. On the sew line here, you're gonna top stitch this one, and then you have the other one top stitch this one too. One after I top stitch on this too, and the pocket. So we're gonna bring back the 2 linings. This is one, and then the other one. So you go into places. You can fold it in half if you want to, but there's no need to. Everything is gonna line up, but I'll show you. I'll do it anyway. Okay. Then you're gonna bring this back. Place it. Just sew this around here at the outer line here. You can do 1/8 inch, and then the center here you can sew it down, so you can divide this into 2. Same thing to this one. Sew this round area, and then in the center sew it down. This one is already done. I'm gonna put this on the side. We'll go into do the zipper in the front. So take one of these main side, and I'm going to fold it in half. Mark the center, and here I have the fabric that I cut 6 inches by 8.5 inches, and I'm going to fold it in half. Center meet the center. From the center down to mark 1 inch, and then from 1 inch I'm gonna come out here. From here, the side going in 2.5 inch, and then from the center to the right 2.5 inch, so that it's 5. And then you're going to go down. I do 1/2 inch on this side, 1/2 inch, and I connect this. Okay, so sew this. After I sewed it here, I'm gonna go and cut, but if you want to, you can draw the line so you can cut if you want to. I usually do that, and then I know to follow that line, and then you don't really have to follow exactly like this is how you cut it. After I press and iron the whole thing here, I have cut in here that 6-inch zipper. As long as you have the zipper that's longer than this, it's fine. So I'm gonna go the zipper pull right on the left, go place underneath here. Now you're gonna sew it here, sew it all the way down here, all the way here, just like you top stitch, but this time you have a zipper. If you're not comfortable to do so, then you bait stitch. You stitch this around, and then you go on the sewing machine. So everyone, after I sewed it on the top here, I'm going to sew the back together. So you're gonna cut the extra of the zipper away. And then from here, you're gonna bring this up, press this, these two together, right here. And then on this side, do the same thing. So you're gonna sew, hold this down like this, and then you sew. When you're done, go onto this side, hold it down like this, and then sew. So everyone, after I sew on the two sides here, then you have a pocket for this. This is for the front, the zipper pocket. Alright, so let's just do the zipper and the lining. We're gonna sew together. Right side up, right side up, main side, and the lining. Zipper, 12.5 inches zipper. This time I don't cover the end of the zipper. Okay, I don't see the need of it, but if you want to, you can. And then I'm going to place this right at the center right here. And then right side facing the right side. So this, remember, this is not straight. You go follow this and then go all the way here, go here, and go up. Everyone, after you press and iron, you're gonna top stitch on this side. So everyone, after I top stitch on this side, we're going to add the other two pieces together. So the right side of the lining, it's going to face down. This is the right side of the lining facing in. We go right on top. The center right there, so make sure it go right into the center. And then this right side face into the right side here. Now you're going to sew this together. So you gotta do exactly the same way when I first sew on the zipper and the first piece. Sew on this side. So after I sew in this together, you're going to do the same thing like we did to the first one. Go and do this. You're gonna top stitch on this side. So everyone, after I top stitch, I'm gonna put this away, and I have cut in here 4 main piece and 4 lining. I already cut the side. I leave one so I can show you. This is 2 3/4 of an inch by 3 1/4. I'm gonna mark 1/2 inch on the left end and the right end. The left end 1/2 inch. The right end 1/2 inch. On the side 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch on this side. You're gonna connect this line, or you can do one and then you fold and do this, but I think that is you do it on the paper, and then after that you hold the paper and then you trace the whole thing and cut together. Whatever work for you. Okay, so I have 4 of the main side and 4 for the lining. Do the exact the same. Cut this. I don't want to do all 8 on the same thing and it keep you slip. Main piece and then 4 lining. I'm gonna take two main piece and 2 lining, and then put the other two away. You use the zipper at the center line, and then you're going to add this in here so you can sew it together. You can fold it in half to mark the center if you want to make it easy for you. So fold them all and mark the center. Alright, so the right side, I'm facing the right side and it's right at the zipper, and the end is right here. Everything is gonna meet right there. Clip that, and then underneath, this is the lining piece. It go to the lining, the right side facing together. Just like so. 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. You're gonna sew this. You're gonna sew this. So everyone, after I sew these two, you're gonna flap this out. Press this. top stitch this, make sure you go around to like 1/8 of an inch, very close to the end here. You're gonna sew both pieces together, the main and the lining together, all around. So after I sew around here, I have cut in here the strap that I bought by the yard, and this is 1 inches. I cut by 50 inches long, and this one right here I cut in 4 inches, and I use the D-ring for this. I'm gonna go right to here on one side, and I'm going to place right in the center of this. Just like that. I usually do just a bit right here. And then at the end right here, you also have to place it right in here too, right in the center, okay? Like that. Put that right in here. You can put in the pocket if you want to, but later on. All right, so now you're gonna sew this too. After I sew in this in here, you can make it nice and neater, and then stuck it right into the zipper pocket if you want to. Here in this pocket if you want to. Just help it stay nice and neat in here, so don't go crazy. I'm just doing that for myself. So I have cut in here 1 main fabric and 1 lining fabric, and it's 4 inches by 17.5. I also have ironed the interface in the back side of each lining and main. So you're gonna fold it in half. You have 2 of this too here, the main side and the lining. So you're gonna fold it in half like this. This is the easiest way, everyone. And then you're going to place the fold face into the fold, but it go right to the corner like this. Mark about 1 inch. Hold on to the and then mark an inch. You're gonna sew this like sew this, and then do the same thing to this side. Okay, mark the side, and you're going to sew about 1 inch from here. Okay, you're gonna do that to the lining piece, exact the same. So after I sew, you're gonna go to the right side like that. This one we sew, flap this down, press. You can iron this if you want to. Just go, feel free to iron this. You're gonna place this right side to the right side here. Everything match up. Sew this, and these two do the same thing to the lining. So everyone, after I sew this, and so same to the lining piece, you're gonna fold it up like this, and you're gonna top stitch this side, and then same thing to here, flap it out, and top stitch this one, top stitch. And also the lining piece, I already have it here too. Flap it out, same way. Top stitch. And top stitch. After you top stitch this too, you're gonna face this together. Right side facing out. Inside facing together. Like this. Make sure everything is lined up. And then you're going to sew these two together very close, like less than 1/8 of an inch. So everyone, after I top stitch, and then I put the 2 pieces together, remember the right side facing out, and then I sewed around here. And now we're going to put it together with this piece right here. To put it in together, I don't cut, I don't mark anything. All I need to do is just make sure there's 2 sides, this side and this side go in first, and then everything else I will clip it. So going this way or any way, just do one, and then go into here. You can see everything it connect. The other one, you do that, you can see how easy this is. Okay, go on this side, and then the sole line here go right into this side right here. Everything is going to match up. Alright, so now you see something like this. You're gonna go around one on this side. You're going to sew a quarter up and end seam allowance. You're going to sew here all the way down to here. Beginner, if you want to, you can use bait and stitch, and you sew it together before you go on the sewing machine. So everyone, I have sewed this around here. This is very simple, and if you've been here with me a long time, you know how to sew. So now we're going to do this side. Before you do that, you have to unzip the zipper. Okay, open this up. And then you're gonna bring this over and start with the corner first, right here. Now you're going to close this, go all around here, so all the way to this side, and go on to this side, and then close this. So everyone, I finished sewing both sides. When you sew here, you're gonna sew back and forth a few times, because that's where the strap. From this end right here all the way to here, you don't need to do the handles right here. I use bias tape to cover this, but if you don't want to, you can cut like an inch and a quarter fabric, and then you sew if you like to. So I'm using the bias tape, and then at the end here I fold it in about a quarter up an inch, and I'll go to the each side here right at the end, and I'm going to sew this to cover all that raw edge around like this. Go sew this all around all the way here, and then cut, go into this side. You're going to sew all this side too. So everyone, I finished sewing this. You don't need to sew it around here, there's no need for that. And so now you're going to inside out this whole thing. The zipper already open, so it's really easy to inside out this part. So you're going to make sure you press and iron a whole thing, and then I'll show you how to make this adjustable. So after I iron and everything, it looks so cute. This is the back side, and this is the front side with the zipper in the front. It looks so cute. And let me show you how to put the strap over. Okay. Gonna get the buckle go to here. I have very bad allergy. Now I'm facing this so you can see that the right side facing up like this. And I make sure that go into the same side. And I go to the ring here. I go from under to in here. And pull all the way to this. When I go to this one, you're gonna make sure pull this so to make room for this one to go inside of this. And then just slide one side here, go to the other side here, and then I take the other end and it go to the other side of the bar here, go to the other side of the bar. So make sure you do that. Super easy. I have done this many times lately in the new video. Okay, so now you have it. You're gonna make sure you pulling this down, like I would do half an inch, and then I'll go down an inch. Right here, sew this line. So now after I sew on the strap, now you have the adjustable strap right here. This is so easy. Everyone can do this. So you can just pull this in and out that it make adjustable. This can go over to your shoulder right across like a crossbody, or this can go around your waist in the front. So this is can call a fanny pack, or it can be a belt bag. Okay, so let me see the side of this. It's from one side to the other side. If I hold the ruler the right way, so one side to the other, it 11 inch and a half, and the height of this is 7 inches. And then 2 pockets inside on one side, and then the other 2 in the other side. Plenty of room over here, so you can put so many things in there. The wide side on the bottom of this is 3 inches. So that is it, everyone. This is a good Father's Day gift. You can make this for dad, and he can keep his wallet in here and then wear that in front of his chest, wrap around or around the waist. So just put the change in here if he have, or he can use this for his tools, you know, like I don't know what men use. Okay, I don't know, my husband don't use something like that, like this, but I know a lot of people, like my brother-in-law, he will put so many things in here when he travel. The etiquette and anything he needs, he can put it in here. This is so awesome. And if you make it for women, a woman can put so many things in here. There's no limit for women. So I'm just putting something in here just to show you, but you can put the phone in here too. Phone in this pocket. Put so much thing in here. There are 2 pockets on each side. This is so easy to make too. And that's that. So cute. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the people who always donate to my channel and share my video with the friends and family. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. Love you.